Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome to your Thursday cool down edition of Live Wire Sports Media. So I got to jump off for y'all today. I came across some information. I just did a live earlier, if y'all was on there, that talked about the game for tomorrow. But I ain't going to even get in there. So this whole situation with Caitlin Clark, her injury status, her availability, her eligibility, if she could come back, she can't come back. Now, y'all know that I did a video a couple of days ago on it and reported on it. And I was on live stream and I shared some information that came out. So last night, a video circulated around showing her working out with Austin Kelly and Stephanie White, shooting around, moving, cutting, or whatever. Now, call me naive if you want. Now, last week, Scott Agness put out a video showing her moving around, running, cutting. Some say that, hey, she's still limping a little bit. The same Scott Agness that actually went out and 2 weeks later put out a report about her ankle injury. Now, apparently, Brianne January ended up stepping on her ankle. So I'm sitting up here, we all wondering, can Caitlin Clark come back, how injured she is? So all of a sudden, it's not a groin, it's not a quad, it's her ankle injury. She's been out 10 weeks. How significant? If her ankle injury is that bad, would she be moving? Mind you now, Sophie Cunningham had an ankle injury and missed a couple of games and came back. And then later on, she injured her ankle again. So how detrimental is her? See, this is the one thing that you ain't going to do to me. You're not going to play with my mind, and you're not going to pull the wool over my eyes. I'm paying attention to everything that's being circulated around. And what they're doing is trying to put these smoke screens out and say, oh, now she's not coming back. So I'm going to show you the video first. And then I'm going to play a clip on the YouTube that Rachel Demeter did an interview with Scott Agness talking about this injury. Now, I do have a copy of the CBA, and I do have information that Kent Swift put up as well. And it goes back to the same thing. But I want y'all to listen and pay attention to this nonsense real quick, because these people are trying to play y'all, and instead of y'all think for yourselves and understand what's going on. And this is the thing. I'm not saying that she is coming back. I'm not saying that at all. The letter of the law says that is eligible to come back. We just got confirmation that Damaris Dantas is missing her third game. She don't miss one series. A minor concussion takes what? 2 to 4 weeks, right? Okay, so you add it up. So, but we're going to run it up into this real quick. Real quick. Now you see Austin Kelly right there at the top getting the ball. And then now you see Stephanie White right there. I'm going to let y'all keep watching. Look, boom.
Got Caitlin Clark doing work over here. Money.
So you tell me how much is our ankle hurting? How much is our ankle messed up? How much it is? Now, I'm about to let you listen to what Scott Agness had to say on Rachel Demeter's.
Something up, because the rumors have been so rampant about Caitlin Clark being able to get back.
Yeah.
Can I read to you the newest thing that's kind of been circulating around WNBA Twitter? Okay, so Somebody screenshotted this. It says, under the current WNBA CBA, once a team submits its playoff roster at the end of the regular season, it's essentially locked in for the postseason, the league's hardship, and 7-day contract rules. And when the regular season does, so a team can't sign a replacement player or pick up someone off the street once the playoffs begin. The only flexibility is if the team already has someone under contract but inactive, such as on maternity leave, suspension, or the injury list, in which case that player can be activated to replace an injured player. Otherwise, the team simply has to play shorthanded because there's no mechanism to add new players during the playoffs without a rare league-approved exception.
Okay, now she just read that. Now watch his reaction to that. Watch Scott's reaction.
So that's going around. On top of today, there's, video of Caitlin Clark working out at Cambridge. Can you clear this up? Is there in any world where Caitlin could come back during these playoffs?
First of all, she's not returning. Listen, she is not returning, period. Now, let's go to what you just read. First of all.
Okay, so he said she's not returning. He was adamant about it. She's not returning. She's not returning. Caitlin's not returning. Now, this is what he said. And then he said, let's go to what you read. Check it out.
I don't know where that's from. I tried to Google it, use AI. I could not find where that was from. I also went to the WNBA collective bargaining agreement, saw no such thing that existed. And then on top of that, the reality is she's not in a position to play. I posted the video down in Atlanta, and I strategically saved that to
why she's not in a position to play.
5 hours till before game 3, and I'm like, look.
My thing is this: why she's not in a position to play? What makes her not in a position to play? Why? You have done a piss poor job of reporting her injury all season long. And you saying she's not in a position to play. What makes her not in a position to play?
Look, Caitlin, she's not going to play. This isn't a return. Let's hold this, and the focus should be on this game in these players. And then absolutely going to put that out because fans want to see it. They want to see any glimpse of what Caitlin's doing. And I thought I saw there, and then again in the video, she was still favoring that left ankle. She was not running completely smooth. Now, given it's early in the morning, that was like the first 10 minutes of shoot around. Shot it well, but she's been able to shoot.
But the thing about it is, he says early in the morning, first 10 minutes of shoot around, but you seen her moving from side to side, running back. Then she was galloping down the other end of the court, but she was moving side to side. But then he says, "Oh, but she's not coming back." See, I keep telling y'all this, man. They can do whatever they want to do to bring Caitlin Clark back, but this is what they don't want you to do. They don't want you to have firsthand information about her possible coming back or thinking about coming back. They want to be the ones to put it out there and say they get credit for her. Say, "Oh, well, she's coming back, and this is why she's coming back." See, they want to take all the credit. See, all of this information comes out, so they trying to shut it down so they could be the first ones to say, "Oh, well, I reported on Caitlin Clark coming back, from this ankle injury, whatever." But then they allow everybody else to get the information and give them credit of it. I ain't giving you credit, nothing, because guess what? As I have been saying, and I stick to the letter of the law, written document, that if she comes back, it's going to make you look like the biggest fraud, you, Chloe, and, I can't say Rachel because she's interviewing you and she's trying to understand herself. But Scott, doesn't make you the biggest fraud.
Through all of this over the last several months. So simple answer.
Wait a minute. And you know what, Scott? You the one got the paywall. You write articles so people can pay for it. I could write articles and people can read it for free.
Here is she is not returning. Her health is not there where she could return. And my understanding on that is it would not apply. I don't know what that is. So I guess I don't know how to respond to it when I don't know where that came from, but I like you, I have seen that all over social media. And my biggest frustration, Rachel, in all of this, and maybe this season, is how there's so many skeptics. It's everybody's questioning. It's all the conspiracy.
But you know what? This is why we have so many skeptics and so many conspiracy theories, because y'all have been pulling our chain all season long. Y'all have said one thing, completely did another, and then another. And then guess what? When we ask you question, all y'all gave us is Reddit. Reddit talk. Y'all didn't say this is going on or this is going on, whatever. Y'all just sugarcoated to keep us quiet. And then when people start digging and looking for answers, then y'all be like, oh, this is not this. This is this right here. The Indiana Fever franchise has been very vague about Caitlin Clark injury from the beginning, since training camp all the way into the season. You have been very vague about the reporting on it. Like I said, now it's not her quad, now it's not her groin, but it's her ankle. But she's nowhere healthy to return from an ankle injury. But Sophie Cunningham is. Come on, man. And out of nowhere, Chloe Bibby gets a knee injury. They think we stupid.
Theories. I'll literally put out that video and tag to my story where I reveal here's exactly why she cannot return. And I guess we should discuss that here. She's not on the active list, which, by the way, I'll admit, I did not realize this was a thing in the WNBA, that they had to have an active list going into the postseason. It's nothing any teams publicize. It's nothing the league either shares with us. And maybe that's something for a bigger conversation. Maybe going into the playoffs, the league should present that.
Yeah, so explain that really quick. So it's basically a team submitting their active roster for playoffs, correct?
Yep. That's exactly right.
And the NBA does not have to do that.
I believe the NBA does.
They both do it.
Yes.
Because we've never I've been covering it.
But see, this is the thing. And people just don't understand this, because I keep explaining it over and over again. You have to submit your active roster going into the playoffs. But again, the only way an injured person on that active roster is replaced is by a person that's inactive on the roster, injury roster, or maternity leave, or suspended. That's the only way. Why you think NFL players put their players on the PUP list, physical, unable to play? When they are able to play, they take them off the PUP list and add them to the current roster. Come on, man. You don't be trying to play us like we stupid, like we don't know the rules of the game. But see, people sit here and keep running with the narratives, oh, she ain't coming back. I never say she's coming back. My thing is clearing up the letter of the law of a possibility. Can she come back? And they keep lying to the situation and saying that she can't come back when the letter of the law states clearly she can. But they want you to think otherwise. We know what Caitlin Clark put out there and said she was out for the rest of the season. But look how long it took y'all to say that.
Talking point.
No,
you're exactly right.
So I've been covering the NBA also for the past decade, and it's like we've never dove this far into can a player return or not until Caitlin.
Not at all. And coming up in a month, when right before the regular season, opening day rosters are due, I think 2 days beforehand, and we'll get an email with the full active list for the teams going to the regular season. The difference with that is you could easily change it going from game 1 to game 2 or whatever.
But anyway, so it's like this. I got more information I need to show y'all real quick, because this right here, it's just clear. It just continues to clarify what we talking about, because this is the same thing right here. Because they want you to think that we crazy, we stupid, we don't understand nothing. This is off of Kent Swift's page. It said rule explanation, roster lock. Teams submit a fixed playoff roster at the end of the regular season, which is locked in for the entire postseason. No change allowed. No new additions. Hardship and 7-day contracts end with the regular season, so teams cannot sign a replacement waiver, pick up waivers, or add players once the playoffs begin September 14, 2025. Sole flexibility activation. The only option is activating a player already under contract but inactive, i.e., on maternity leave, suspension, or the injury list to replace the injured teammate. This does not expand the roster. Otherwise, teams play shorthanded, fewer than 11 players. Rare league approval exception possible. So you're going to tell me you could not find that, and somebody looked this up. They looked this up. They looked this whole information up. And then people say they can't, that he can say he couldn't find it in the CBA. All you got to do is put the CBA into a thing, and then guess what? Again, right here, again, information, again. But this is what they want you to believe. This is what they want you to believe. I have the whole CBA right here. I have the whole CBA right here in my hand. The whole CBA. So this notion that she can't come back is a bunch of BS. And I call it BS because there's a bunch of smoke screen. Not saying that she can't come back, because she announced that she was out for the rest of the season. Nobody said that nobody said she was coming back. But then when you show videos of her practicing, you show her shooting around, it raised more questions. People want answers. And then when you get information like this in hand, guess what it does? It just goes to show you that they're covering up. Because guess what? Scott Agness said he's seen that. He said he told Rachel, let's talk about that. Because I'm clearly, him and Chloe Peterson was on X, and they seen the same thing. But guess what? They didn't ever put that in the article. They both wrote an article about it, and they never put it in there. Because they want to keep it out for giving any false hope, so to speak. But it's not false hope if you just say, hey, yeah, this is what it says, but I don't think she's coming back. That's all you had to say. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this BS about Caitlin Clark return, possible return, or I won't even say possible return. I will say Caitlin Clark's availability, if available, can return by the letter of the law. Again, Livewire Sports, and I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Livewire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying.